Hey crafty friends, this is Denise with PaperKraftD. Welcome to my 100-day project video series where I finish one quick paper crafting project every day for 100 days. I'm hoping these videos will inspire you to develop your own daily habit to practice your craft. Even if you only have 15 to 20 minutes, these videos are perfect for you. So if you're looking for ideas, inspiration, and motivation, I hope you join in and maybe even craft along with me. So let's get paper crafting. Okay, so today I am doing something way outside my comfort zone. This involves sketching. And sketching, in this case, flowers. I was inspired by Michelle with the Creative Cove she has a really great video, and I'll leave it link to it in the description box below. But she has this fabulous video where she, freehand draws, flowers like this, and then stamps in them and just creates these really great images that can be used on cards and tags, journaling spots, and for our purposes, planner card boxes. Okay, so I'm being brave and I'm doing something that I don't normally do, and I am drawing. Okay, so I am not the world's greatest artist, and Michelle is just seriously very, very talented. She makes it look super easy to just freehand draw all these flowers. I simply cannot do that. I've tried, and I just can't visualize what a flower is going to look like and get it on paper. So I came up with a alternative for me that I think is, gonna work. And that is, I take a lot of photos of flowers, just when I'm out and about. I'm in, places with my family and friends. We go places. So I guess, yeah, we go places. But I like taking pictures of flowers. I don't know why. I just do. I think they're beautiful and they make me happy. So that's why. What more reason do I really need, right? Do I need more of a reason? I don't think I need more of a reason. Okay, so anyway, I went, scrubbed through, I just did a search in my photos and I searched for flowers and then I picked, just how many are here? 14, 15, a handful of flowers that I thought I could, use that had a nice composition where you could see, like in this one, you could see the leaves, you can see all the fun stuff, right? It would look nice on a page. This as well, you can see the stem, you can see the petals, it would make a nice composition. This one as well with the rose, you can see the stem, you can see the leaves, you can see the petals. Same with this little, what are those called? Daisies. Yes, a daisy. So that type of thing. Same with these little California poppies. Same idea. Okay, so I tried to pick not necessarily my personal favorite photos of flowers, but flowers that I thought would be nice to draw, that would be easy to draw, and that would be, look nice in a composition if I were to try to draw it, okay? I got some of these. I thought these were really pretty, etc. You get the idea. Okay, so again, I can't draw worth beans, okay? So what I decided to do is use Procreate. So Procreate is a paid app. And I think it's very reasonable. It's like only a one-time fee of like $13. It's not outrageous. And what I did is let's see if I can actually see what I did here. Yeah. So what I did is I imported a picture of a flower, okay? And then I took my pencil, or my Apple Pencil, and I did this. I picked a brush that I wanted to do. I picked a color. I'm just using black. And then I just went on here. Oh, I had to make a new layer. So a new layer. And then I just started, I can even, zoom in. I just started, following the petals, right? Just drawing. And I did not spend a great deal of time doing this. As a matter of fact, we were at a wedding on vacation when I was doing this. So, I was just doing it kind of on the couch and, having a good time. So, anyway, you get the idea. That's what I did. Okay. When I was done, I took off the picture and I got this layer, right? So you can see here, this is the one that I came up with for that photo, okay? So now if you don't have an Apple Pencil, it does definitely work best with an Apple Pencil, but if you don't have one, you can just use your finger, right? As long as you make it big enough, it'll work just fine. As a matter of fact, I might even like these that I'm making with my finger better than I like the ones I made with my Apple Pencil. And if you use two fingers, then you can move it without drawing on it. So yeah, so you can see this is the one that I did using my fingers. So you don't absolutely have to have the Apple Pencil to do this. I don't know if there's an equivalent Android function. So sorry, I'm an Apple girl. So uh-oh, look who we have. Look who's visiting. Look who's visiting. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Hopper. You gonna come visit us today? Yeah. Oh, here's my good boy. There's my good kitty cat. Yes, who's a good boy? Yes, who's a good boy? Huh? Yeah. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. You're such a good, sweet big boy, aren't you? Who's a good boy, Hops? He always wants to lay up here with me. Oh, yes, I know. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are, but I need to videotape now. Yeah, the people want to see crafting. They don't want to see kitty unless you're a crafting kitty, which you're not a crafting kitty. You are a big lover kitty. That's what you are. Mwah. All right, come on. You got to get down here, buddy. There we go. Come on. You're okay. There you go, sweet boy. So let's see. I'm going to go back. I did this one. This is one of the daisies. So you can see this was a daisy like that. And I just did the drawing over it. I did not belabor it. I did not spend a great deal of time doing it. I just kind of did it and did it. Oops. And did it kind of quickly. Okay. Oh, I already showed you that one. Same with this one. This was also a daisy. And this seemed to be one that was laying sideways. So whatever, but it doesn't matter. And that's the picture that I got. Okay. I did this one. I really love the way this one turned out. I think this turned out really pretty. So this was this photo. And then this is what I came up with. Okay, so all I did then is I selected all. I'll just go ahead and select them. I pressed share, JPEG, and then I did save 4 images. I'm not going to do that this time because I have already done that. So, and then I just, you know, once they were in here, I just went ahead and I printed them. All right. So, what did I come up with? I think this might be my favorite. This is some pretty thick watercolor paper that I got at Five Below. I can put this through my printer if I take off the back and then just put it through this way. So that's kind of a nice feature of the eco tank that I have. I really kind of like that. So I think I'm gonna play with this one, and I'm thinking for my planner card box, I want to use like this die, which is from the 2225 Planner Cards 3 die set. And I'm thinking this would look really cool. Like, what I like about this is that it's big enough to have the stamps, and also because this has extra real estate up in here, it shows some of the stem, which I really like. So yeah, I think this is the one I'm gonna go for. This would look really cool too, but I want to do this one, I think. So I'm only going to focus on this one today. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. And this is 8 by 10 paper, so I'm just going to cut it in half at 5. I think that'll give me, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's perfect. Oh, and this has a ridgy side and it has a smooth side, but this is watercolor paper, so it should be able to hold whatever medium I have. Okay, and for the stamps, I think I'm going to use this CSD 394 Field Notes stamp and die set. Particularly, I'm thinking that, well, I love this, obviously, figure 1, 2, 3, because you can see it's like coming apart here. But I'm thinking this from my notebook might be one of the things I want to do. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I might want to use this one and maybe field notes. So yeah, I'm just going to put this off to the side for the moment. I'm going to get a piece of deli paper to protect my surface. And then I think I'm going to use some archival ink. I don't know what color or colors I want to use. When Michelle did this, she did it, basically she just used a black and white, like neutral thing, and then she colored it in with inks. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to maybe use some colored inks. That might be kind of a fun thing to do. I love my evergreen bough, maybe for the stem. I could do yellow for the center of this. I'm going to use Pebble Beach. All right, so I'm going to keep this photo up just so I can kind of refer back to it to kind of get some of those details in there. Okay. There we go, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to go around. Yeah, she did not really belabor this at all, this point. It doesn't matter if the stamp, you know, the whole thing really comes out even or anything like that. All right, that's looking pretty good. All right, this may be a crazy thought, but what if I put the head, this little boy's head right here, and then did a couple little things in yellow? I don't know. It may actually look absolutely awful, but it might look great. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Why not? Let's see. This is the kid with the notebook, right? Let's make sure that actually stamps. Yep, it does. Okay. Yeah, I like this because it's rounded. I was just looking for something that's kind of rounded, and this is rounded. So, oh my gosh, look at that. That actually looks kind of cute. I don't think I want two heads there though. But maybe I could just add like some hair. That's actually kind of cool. All right, now you don't have to really be able to tell that it's a head in there. It can just be subtle, right? There we go. Yeah. All right, there we go. We got that. So you know how people see faces and stuff in trees and things like that? I do. I know I certainly did after I gave birth my first time because I was so sleep deprived. Oh my gosh. And from the vantage point of where I was sitting and rocking my baby who would not go to sleep, yeah, I saw a whole lot of faces. Okay, so now this, kind of doing the stem. What do I want to use? What do I want to use? I like this one. If I can just get this point, this part, it's nice and thin. I might be able to get it like that. There we go. Okay, well, let's go. And we obviously, we don't need all of this because the die is going to cut all that off, right? Yeah. So maybe. Oh, that's very, I pressed too hard. Whatever. Would have been better if I hadn't pressed quite so hard, but oh well. It is what it is. I squished it a little bit too much, but it still looks kind of cool. All right, okay, so yeah, in order to do some framing, I think it would make more sense to go ahead and die cut this just so I know that I'm placing my stamps where it makes sense to do so. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this puppy on there. All right, this is very, very thick paper, so I don't really want to do, is that good, or do I want it more like that? Yeah, I think I like it more like that. Get my handy dandy, oops. I'm going to put it through twice just because this is watercolor paper, so it's really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, very thick. And this cut through it like butter. Butter, I'm telling you, butter. So Michelle recommended using a micron pen. I have this brown one, 05. It's 05 thickness to go around there. So then I want something ink-wise that, I don't know, is gonna somewhat match. Doesn't have to be a perfect match, but I think sepia is gonna have too much. Yeah, it's too red. Ground espresso is too, oh, well, I don't know, maybe I like ground espresso. How about that? Let's try that one. All right. Let's see, I can do some of these because I like that. I probably have to do figure one. I liked the field notes, but I don't think that's gonna really work now. Maybe. Oh, that's right. I cut these apart. Okay. So let's see if I do field notes. I'll put a little spacer in there. Okay. All right, I don't want this to be super duper dark, so I might want to do second generation stamping. And that's just stamping and then stamping again. So this is first generation, this is second generation stamping. So if I put some ink on here, and I do my first generation stamping there, then I can do my second generation stamping. Actually, I'm going to do it this way because then I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Okay. And then up here, I think I'm just going to do notes, and I cut this word apart. So the stamp set doesn't come like this, but I just very carefully used a craft knife to cut those apart so that I could get a little space between those words, and also so I could use them separately if I needed to. So yeah, I love that. That looks really cool. Okay. Let's see. I need some other stuff. What else do I need? So in Michelle's tutorial, she creates a kind of a frame around the flower that she sketches. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of creating a bit of a frame, and it doesn't have to be a perfectly, square frame or, even attached or anything, but just the hint of a frame with stamps. So anyway, that is what I am doing now, just adding some stamps to the background to create a bit of a frame. Okay, so this looks like a hot mess right now, but Michelle says to go back in and kind of trace over the petals and whatnot. And this, doesn't have to be dark. I'm just using this micron pen to kind of get that idea. Just going back, and I'm not trying to do it super duper dark. You know, and this is just very, very soft touch. Nothing at all. Okay. So I'm just using, as you can see, this is kind of my guide. You know, I'm just going to play that off as being part of like something I meant to do. It's like some greenery there or something. I don't know. And let's see. I'm going to go put this back again so I can kind of see what I was doing here. All right, so yeah, you can see this is, you know, this isn't 100% even, right? It's kind of like bumpy. So I'm kind of going around it like that. And then it's a little thicker down here. And again, it's like the word that Michelle uses a lot is loose. This is very loose. So yeah, so it's just kind of like, you know, putting in some details, some extra details in here. You can kind of see. All right, so then that gives a little bit more shading. All right, and then like, I don't know. You can see this has like some lines coming through here. I mean, basically each of these is going to have some lines. This is a little darker in here. I'm just right here on the, oops, you can't even see it. Like, I need to put it up a little bit so I can see it too. So this is like right here on the drawing. That's like a little darker. And yeah, so this has some lines through here just to add a little bit more. I guess I didn't have to do it quite that dark, but whatever. Just some lines. And like I said, I am not very good at drawing. So I'm, you know, I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to, you know, get an idea of what I'm doing and having a good time. And yeah, the word that Michelle used a lot in doing hers was loose. Just a lot of, you know, loose, flowing kind of, you get a looser look, I think, if you go over it multiple times. You know, it doesn't look like it's trying to be, it doesn't look like it's trying too hard. How about that? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a try hard. Just kind of loose and kind of having a little bit of fun with this. Okay. All right, I think that's probably that's probably pretty good for me. Yeah, so I've got all of this. I've got these lines and just got a lot of lines. All right. Okay, so I don't know. It's okay. It's not awful. All right. Okay, I am nowhere near as good as Michelle. Michelle is like freaking amazing. Okay, so now she says to color it in, and I'm going to use a darker color on the outside and a lighter color on the inside. So yeah, let's see what I want to do. I definitely want to do some antique linen, I think, for the interior of this. I might even want to use some oxide because that'll lighten things up a lot. It might even go over some of the other stuff. And Michelle actually just uses the ink pad to that. I might try that and see if that works for me, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. Frayed burlap to me is looking cool, and maybe some pumice stone. Yeah, I'm liking those colors. Okay, so let's just see what we've got here. I'm gonna start off with the antique linen inside of here and just kind of do some coloring. Oh yeah, that looks, so this is what Michelle does. She just takes the pad and goes, but she's much better at this than I am. Look, I already got it off the thing, so whatever. Yeah, see how I'm going over the edge? She didn't do that so much. Okay, she just used like the pad, but she used the big pads, not even like these little pads. She used like the big honkin' pads, so I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. All right, so I've got all of that, and I'm not trying to fill the whole thing in. I'm just trying to like fill some of it in. Okay, and then I might try this antique linen. I have no idea how she actually gets to the card with a big thing like that. I don't think I can. I'm gonna use a little one of these. I'll link these. These are great. I got these at Amazon. They have various sizes. So I've got this size and I've got this size. And there's also this size. There's 3 different sizes. So there's a big honkin' one and then there's smaller ones. But I'm gonna try this. Oh yeah. See how that lightens things up, and it does kind of cover over some of those words though, is the only problem. Yeah, that's okay, because I used kind of a dark ink on that, so I'm okay with that. I might actually even use some of that in here. Look at that, that would look kind of cool in there as well. Yeah, and I'm not trying to get the whole thing, like I said, just, you know, some areas. I have no idea what I'm doing really. I'm just kind of going in and doing what feels good. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just going in and I'm having a good time. Yeah, and I'm gonna use some of this on here as well. Why not? What do you think? Sure. Okay, can do that. All right. So now, because this has the distressed oxide on it, probably need to go back over this a little bit, because it is opaque, so it kind of covers up the ink. So now I'm going in and coloring the background, and I want the background to be darker than the flower. I like that look. Michelle did it both ways, where she had the dark flower in the light background and the light flower in the dark background, and I preferred the light flower and the dark background. So I'm trying to do the same type of technique here. Okay, I did not make these light enough. I kind of made it too dark, so there's not enough of a contrast now. So that kind of stinks, honestly. I'm kind of not super happy about that, but that means I have to make this outer part much darker than I probably would normally. This is much darker than I thought it was gonna be. All right, so let's just, you know, I'm all in. Whatever. Oh, there we go. That's lightening it up quite nicely, isn't it? I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this with my heat gun. I'll be right back. I'm actually thinking I might try some of this picket fence on here. All right, I'm kind of liking that actually. Yeah, kind of digging that, kind of digging it. I'm putting it like focusing it at the extremity so there's the most contrast between the very edges and where it's bumping up against this. The darkness there. And then I'll add a little bit of the, yeah, I like the antique linen. Yeah, just in this area more. So I'm trying to make some big drops on my background, and unfortunately I'm realizing that I broke one of my bottles, one of my Tim Holtz bottles, where if you press it slowly it'll give you those nice big fat drops and not a fine spray. And the one that I have left has vinegar in it. That we'll go into that in another day, why I've got vinegar in there, but this one has vinegar. So yeah, I'm spraying this with vinegar. Yes, I am kind of digging that. All right, it's smelling like Easter in my craft room because of the vinegar. It's okay, it's all good. Just gonna edge this a little bit with some pumice stone. The only other thing left that Michelle had mentioned was to use, let's see, a jelly roll pen. I think this is the thickest one I have. Yeah. So this is a white Sakura jelly roll pen, and I guess, you know, it's just good for kind of picking up some of the highlights. I don't know. I'm not the best at doing this sort of stuff, but we'll just play around with it and see what happens. So I'm just kind of going along one edge of each of these, just so I guess you can see where the sun's shining. I'm not even sure if I'm doing the right direction based on the photo, but whatever. It's okay. Okay, so I feel like it needs something like over here. I don't like this little sole petal that's hanging out. So yeah, I mean, it looks a little odd, even though that's really the way it was in the photo. It just looks strange to me. So anyway, I'm gonna look in my bag of tricks and see if there's any word or anything along there that I can use. So I found this die cut that says seeds, and I just layered a gold one on top of a craft colored one, just so it stands out a little bit more against the background. Well, if you like it, then you better put some glue on it. All right, there we go. Yeah, don't do that. I think I can also use some micron around this a little bit. That'll help it stand out a little bit more. So as a final touch, I want to add a little bit of some of this gold wax around the edges. And for that, I usually like to use my this brush. This leaves nice markings. Okay. Oh, do not want the vinegar. Okay, and this I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't want it to be too wet. Right. One last ink around the edges. And just gonna go around this portion. Oh wow, yeah, that really shows up now. That looks pretty cool. So a little banner in gold would be really perfect right here if I have something like that. That would not go amiss. Yeah, I can't put that there because it can't be that wide. Ooh, and I definitely want gold. Ooh, 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 ooh. What about this? Ah, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I found the perfect thing. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Can you tell I like it? Okay, let me see. Get off the extra glue. And I definitely want a frame of a lifetime. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I love it. 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 Okay. Hopefully I put that in the right spot. Ha! That would kind of stink if I didn't. All right. Oh wait, you know what? Before I cover that, okay, I should just, well, I should just fold it over. Why not? But, oh my gosh. Actually, I'm really loving how this turned out. I mean, for my first time, doing this project, something like this, I have to say I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Michelle. Again, it was Michelle from the Creative Cove who inspired me to do this. And again, I will link her video in the description box below. She has a really a very good tutorial. It's very quick. I think it's only like 10 minutes. So what took me, you know, an hour, took her 10 minutes. So, you know, go figure. But, and she made multiples. So, so go figure. But yeah, I mean, I really like it. I think it turned out pretty good, especially for my first time. All right, I'm gonna write a couple notes down here, just, you know, about where I got my inspiration, and so I don't forget, and, you know, I can refer back to it if I want to. Yeah, so this is my project for today. Yay, for day 4 of the 100-day project. So far, so good. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you found some ideas and inspiration to develop your own daily habit and to practice your craft. That is, after all, what the 100-day project is all about, that we inspire each other, that we build community, and that we just really get motivated to express ourselves creatively. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I really would love to hear what you're doing and what your plans are for the 100-day project, or if you're just enjoying watching everybody's videos, that's okay too. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you enjoy this kind of content, I hope that you do so and that you share my channel with your friends. I will continue posting videos for this 100-day project if I get community involvement and people seem to be enjoying these videos. I will continue to do the 100-day project regardless, but I just might not post it on social media as frequently if I don't get that kind of involvement and engagement. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.